Hello everyone out there in TV land. jLaib here with something to say to the entire world apparently, since I'm on the internet. But more specifically would like to talk to the people who know us, us being me and Courtney, my wife. More specifically, those people out there who call Grace Bible Church home, as Courtney and I do. And most specifically to the students and parents and workers of an awesome group called H2O and know me as the leader of H2O Ministries. I have some special news for everyone. The news is simply that my time at Grace is coming to a close. We believe that God has made this clear to us. And while I've been here for 6.5 years, I guess nothing lasts forever. I have loved my time here. It's been an amazing ride, and Courtney and I have loved this place as a church and as an organization, and I've felt very fortunate to be able to work here. Some people would like to know why we're making this decision. We're willing to do whatever God tells us to do, and we feel like that's what He's telling us. But most often we've found that when God is speaking, He shows up in reality to help make sense out of it. And as a lot of people who attend Grace know, our church, like many other churches in America, have been going through a downsizing time, and the leadership of Grace has made it clear to everyone that based on what's been coming in, we can't continue to function as ministries and as a church staff as we have been because of these economic times. And so, generally speaking, what has made sense to us is that we don't think God wants our church to go bankrupt. That wouldn't make sense. So it's made the most sense that, especially since God promises that all things work together for the good, what seems right to us is that God's telling us that some of our present staff is going to leave because He has another place for them. In the meanwhile, the staff at Grace will get smaller, and we will be able to actually be responsible as a church by being able to make ends meet financially and being able to cover the staff that we have. So I, as well as my colleagues here at Grace, turned to God, and we sorted through if God was calling us to leave my present post. And over time, we have been convinced that God has said yes. And so we are trusting God to lead us to the next place that He wants us to be in. And I will continue to serve as the pastor of student ministries at Grace and the director of H2O all the way through the end of March, at which time we'll be leaving. H2O is an awesome ministry. Hundreds of high schoolers come every week, and it's not just going to go away. It needs a new leader, and we're grateful to say that God has provided one. My friend and my teammate Aaron Kohler, who serves as the director of the junior high ministry Extreme, will also be the director of H2O. It would be really hard to leave wondering if H2O would continue to exist, but there's no way in the world that Grace would allow that to happen. And we're thrilled to know that we know the next leader very personally and know that he's a proven leader. He has proven his skills in student ministry and his ability to work with people. We'd like you to pray for Aaron because he's got a lot on his plate now. In a downsizing time, you don't simply replace people, you lose people, and the people who remain have to cover all of the bases. And so Aaron is ready for the task, and he's going to do a great job. And I believe that there are exciting times ahead for H2O. I think God wants that to happen, and I know that Aaron is going to work to that end. All of the coaches and the present staff will stay on board, and things will continue to move forward. As far as Courtney and myself and what's next for us, God hasn't made that crystal clear just yet. I believe that God wants me to stay in full-time ministry, and specifically in the area of high school ministry and or college ministry. And so we've been praying and searching, and I've been talking to churches actually across America in search for wherever God would lead me to next, and where He would move us to work. And we're confident that He's going to lead us to a great place because He is the God that led me here to Grace and led me to serve here for many years. So I guess in a word of closing, I just want to say thanks for listening, and whatever positive role you play in my life or in Courtney's life. We're excited to see where God is going to lead us. We know it's going to be a good place because that is what God does. The best place to be is where He wants you, and because He's the God that led us here and placed me in a position to relate to and reach out to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of junior and senior high students over the last almost 7 years. He's the God who led me to this place where Courtney and I have just been made rich with relationships, and I've gotten to work with colleagues that I respect and be in an organization that I truly believe in. We know that wherever He puts us is also going to be an amazing spot. And when we know where that is and we're sure of the details, then we'll make those details public. I feel very grateful to be able to leave on good terms. I'm not leaving because of any personal failure or because I've failed to do my job. Not leaving because of broken relationships with the staff or anyone else. Not leaving because I believe any less in Grace Bible Church. Leaving well, and sometimes people don't even have the opportunity to do that, or to do that as much as they'd like. So God has blessed me in that way as well. Grace is a church that takes great risks in order to chase the goals that God has laid on her heart. And I would be less in love with this church if Grace had not taken the risks that it had in the last several years. We know that leaving and most likely moving away is going to cause a lot of sadness and heartache, and don't think that that is not true for us as well. We know that it's all part of transition, and we also know that it's usually a lot easier to be the one leaving than the ones being left behind. But we just want you to know that we love you, and we've been very grateful. We have a lot of relationships that we can take with us, and thankful for computers with internet and cell phones. We can basically talk to whoever we want to any moment of the day. So again, thanks for listening. Thank you for those who believe in prayer, for praying for us. Thanks for praying for H2O. Thanks for praying for Grace as we continue to move through this transition. We believe that only good things are on the other side, and so we have chosen to not get rattled by the hardship of the present circumstances. And we just want to thank you for supporting us, and we'll hopefully talk to you soon.